sorry, that's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This
will allow me to report.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver of Common Sense show. I'm on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm doing too many things at the same time. All right, I'm trying something new, as I have been. I think I got this. I think I do. I am live streaming on YouTube, which is broadcasted on shrmedia.com, reaverofcommonsense.com, and I am live streaming on Facebook, I believe, right now. I don't know how long it's going to go. Seems I'm getting a little lag. Let's see how it looks. But welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover is here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right. The Jersey Takeover is here. And as I said, you can watch a live broadcast. Just go to shrmedia.com. While you're there, you can join in the chat room. There's no registration, no fees. We give everything free here. So, step on up, join the conversation, be heard. Ah, there we are. See how bad it is. See how bad it is. Huh. Seems like a little bit of an echo. I'm not happy. Video's a little choppy, but we'll work on it. We'll work on it from here. One small step for the Reaver. One giant leap for Jersey Joe. So, where the hell are we at? It's been a rough couple of days, I see. Trump's taking a little bit of beating, but you know what? I don't think it's all that bad. I really don't think it's all that bad. I know everybody, well, you're just a kiss ass for Trump. No, I don't. I'm looking at things on the outside of politics. I am not some political expert. I know that. I say it all the time. I am here as the voice of the everyday man. The heck's going on? I don't know if I'm having trouble with my tablet. Come on. Can't get the YouTube feed to load up. Let's see. I'm here to explain things how an everyday person sees it. And try to expand so maybe some people will understand what's going on outside of the mainstream media version of it. But I don't think that he is having actually that bad of a time. So I had a couple small setbacks. That Scaramucci in his mouth, and that was a little bit of an issue. But you move on. What's funny is people will think, oh my God, look what he said. Look what he said. That's, oh my God, that's so bullshit. Bullshit. Because they all talk like that in private. They're all mouth cussing, yip. But when the public's around, oh my God, we got to watch what we say. We got to act all prim and proper. Yes, people should act prim and proper. I'm not saying they shouldn't. But what I'm saying is... Hold on. Let me see how this is sounding. All right, that don't sound that bad. Again, if you want to watch a broadcast, you can go to Reaver.1, click on the SHR TV link, and it'll shoot you right to the live stream, and it'll put you right into the chat room. Oh, I got live on Facebook. I'm on shrmedia.com. I'm on hppundit.com. I'm popping up everywhere. The expansion is happening. It's... They all have a mouth on them, but they try to act prim and proper when all of a sudden people are looking. Like, oh my God, we can't have that. No, we can't. God forbid. No. Oh, thinking also. I'm wondering. I don't know if it's the CPU that's getting slammed on that second computer because I'm running 3 graphics program. I have the program that runs the green screen up and running. I have it's I think called XSplit. So it splits the webcam that I'm using to 2 programs. One goes to YouTube for the YouTube live broadcast, and it splits the other one, and that's sending it to Facebook Live. So I'm just wondering if it's the CPU or is it my RAM. I got like 16 gigs of RAM, so I got to check on that. Got to check on that. Oh. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to... Oh, there's so much social media stuff you got to do when you start the show up, and 9 times out of 10, I forget this shit. I always forget this shit. But today, it's kind of remembered. So... and if you're not on the Reaver of Common Sense page, there's a Jersey Joe page, there's my personal page. There's many, many ways that you can go and see what's going on with the show. But we're also going to hear there was a change up in the chief of staff. And I got my take on it. We're going to discuss it later. And I was talking with my parents when all this broke. I was over at my parents' house picking up that trap, the live trap. And when the news broke that Reince Priebus has resigned and General John Kelly, or Secretary Kelly, according to which title you want to go by, is now going to be the chief of staff as of Monday. And my parents are like, oh no, here we go. And I know the media is going to be, look at that. Things are changing again. I got my opinions on it, and I'm pretty sure I'm spot on with my assessment of what's going on. Now, I'm pretty confident on it, but we'll get more into that later. So there's a lot of changes going on, but I don't think it's for the bad. I really don't. I think a lot of it's for the good. And we'll see. We will definitely see. Now, Minneapolis mayoral, I should say. He's a Democratic Farmer Labor Party, is calling for an overhaul of policies that include disarming the majority of the police. His name is Raymond Dean. And, he wants to disarm the police. Oh, I love these whack jobs. You gotta love them. Anymore, it seems like if you want to identify who the crazy-ass bastards are, look no further than a Democrat Party. And we're going to talk about it. That skinny repeal of Obamacare failed last night. And what was one of the reasons it failed? John McCain. But what did the Democrats immediately do? Selfies, partying it up, celebrating. They created this fucking mess, and they think it's funny. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself today, ain't I? I'm getting ahead of myself. That's Raymond Dane. Raymond Dane is his name. According to Fox 9, Dane believes officers should be armed of sidearms, but is not opposing to allowing them to keep guns in their cars in the event that they have to retreat to the weapons under duress. He said, I'm not saying they don't have access to that. Just like they have access to more lethal weapons in their cars, I would believe they would still have access to their guns in the car. What the hell is this jackass smoking? Let's say he gets elected. Let's say he enacts this policy. What do you think the chances are that a majority of the police walk off? I think it's a large majority just, nope, I'm not doing it. Let me tell you, I did EMS as I've talked about plenty of time. I've done EMS for a long time. And I'm far from being, well, a pussy. I've gone into a lot of situations now, hindsight, I shouldn't have gone into. If it was my crews, I would have chewed their ass out for going in those situations, and I have. And I had to go into those situations unarmed sometimes. And I was a dumbass for it. But I know just the dangers that are out there. I would not for a minute. The police have it even worse than EMTs. And I know people are like, oh, EMTs have it easy. Oh, nobody's out to get them. Bullshit. They see uniform. And even if you're not in uniform, they see an authoritative person as an EMT. Because now the big thing is, well, let's take him out of that uniform and we'll put him in, relaxed type clothing. That still doesn't do it. That just reminded me of that pause. I got a job with this one company down here. And his idea was, because he was switching from just like a wheelchair-based company he had, and he was adding in the ambulances. He was going to have us get in scrubs. I was like, oh my God. No. Thank God we were able to, myself and a paramedic, were able to talk the owners out of that. Just go to a polo or button-down shirt. You could take all the emblems. It's the authoritative job that they see. And the cops, they see him without a gun. You could pretty much kiss that cop's life goodbye. Because that's that little line that keeps a lot of these criminals from stepping over the boundary and just outright murdering anybody and everybody. I don't know what these Democrats are thinking. that disarming everybody is going to make the criminals go away. No, what it's going to do is cause the goddamn the crime wave to come upon this country like never before. Then we would have to run to the politicians and the government and beg for help and give up more freedoms for them to correct the issue. They would have to probably give up, allow illegal search and seizures. I mean, you take away the police. Don't give me, well, England does it and it's okay. England is not the United States. We're larger. We're not an island, to say. You might be able to take a town by itself, disarm the police, and kind of keep it in control. When you try to do that on a larger scale, that's where it goes haywire. And don't worry, I'm not for disarming anybody, police, Americans. If you're watching the broadcast, you can see as I'm talking, I'm looking down. Why? Because I've been getting in a habit as I do the show, I'm sharpening my knives. If that tells you my mentality, well, now the liberals, oh my God, look at that. No, it's just my knives have been dull for a very long time, and I'm just learning how to do it. I'm still not that good. I can have it where it cuts paper really good. If a piece of paper attacks me, that paper is dead. I have the advantage. But cutting pretty clean. Now, Now, the knife I got here is just this buck knife. There we go. I'm working on it. It's actually means a lot. It was given to me by a friend of mine. I helped him out with something, and he gave this as a present. Never expected it. And I've had it for 20-some years. Used it for my fishing and all that. So, if you happen to watch this, bud, I even still got the case. Still got the case. Oh, I'm going to put that to the side for a moment. This idea that disarming the cops is a smart. And the one thing I do hate, and I've gotten this conversation with a good friend of mine. And here's the thing. You could have different opinions. You could disagree on stuff and still get along with people. One of my best friends, we do not agree on some of the things that are going on with the police and the public. We do not see eye to eye on it. I respect his opinion on the matter. I don't agree with it, but I respect it. And I know he's giving me the same respect back. And that's what we need to do in this world nowadays. I know I just totally changed subjects up. But we need to go from... I mean, you have a Dallas cheerleader, or ex-Dallas cheerleader. She's in the middle of a divorce. Why? Because her husband hates Trump. And she is a Trump supporter. So they have not been getting along. And they're on their way to divorce. There's a lot of people that just cannot separate this idea. That people have a right to a different opinion. These liberals, as much as I bust their balls, they still have the right This dumbass mayoral candidate, he has the freedom to have this idea. He has the freedom to speak it. And I'll never bash him for that idea. Well, I'll bash him, but I'll never say he doesn't have a right to it. I can laugh at him. I don't have to agree with him. And I'd like to debate him on it. Here. But he still has the right to it. I'll never take that away from him. And that's the problem we have in this world, in this country nowadays. And the liberals, it's their way or no way. And that's being a big issue nowadays. Oh. I don't know. I'll tell you what. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, and we will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
You have been listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. You didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying Catholic, stupid, bro.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark.
The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the Reaver of Common Sense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show.
And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover is here and has expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to watch a broadcast, oh my God, there's so many ways you can watch it. You can go to shrmedia.com. You can go to Reaver of Common Sense. Reaver.1. Well, you can go to reaverofcommonsense.com also. If you go to Reaver.1, click on the SHR TV button. You can go to YouTube. You can go to Facebook. Oh, my God. I mean, I'm just thinking about it. Holy shit. You can go to hppundit.com. You can go to shrmedia.com. You can go so many places and receive your fix of the Reaver of Common Sense show. No wonder why my show is ranking up there nowadays. It's moving on up. It's getting better and better. Oh, sitting back. I got an update on my nephew. July 18th, he left for United States Army for boot camp. And I'm proud of him. This is something that he has talked about since he could talk, was joining the military. I think the only thing we talked him out of a little bit, he wanted to do a career in emergency services after he got done. So he was trying to link up with that. And like I was trying to explain to him, part of it is the stories that I would tell him all the time. And I had to tell him it's not the same career. It's just not the same as back when I was in it. I can't say what he's been signed up for, but it's pretty cool. He's in boot camp. And, he called home the other day to his parents, my brother and sister-in-law, and he said he actually is loving it. Tired, but he's loving it. He's not having any problems being there. My brother was pretty hard on my nephew. Pretty hard. And that's not always a bad thing like liberals think. He's in the military now. He's in boot camp, and he's not finding it that difficult with the, just being, making sure that everything's done proper and so forth. He's not having a problem with it. Oh, I don't have this, but I couldn't believe it. You now have Democrats sticking up for MS-13. I couldn't fucking believe when I heard that. Here you have, this is on Tucker Carlson's show, A man with a PhD who protested the president during his speech on gang violence. Trump's more dangerous than MS-13. Let's pop this in here. Let me get this all done correctly. Now, again, this guy thinks that Trump is more dangerous than MS-13.
Hey, but you're dodging my way to stop. I know you want to give your speech, but I'm asking you about MS-13. You don't like the administration's position on illegal immigration. I get it.
Tucker, what I'm saying is that this is a convenient example.
But there's also a reality. Oh, stop. Wait, stop. There's a reality at the bottom of this. Hold on. There's a reality, and I would think that you, as someone who claims to care about immigrants, would at least acknowledge the reality, which is that MS-13 preys upon immigrants. They're not going after me or you. They're almost entirely going after Salvadoran immigrants, a lot of them illegal, and extorting money from them, and in some cases killing them. It's happening in El Salvador, where we just came from today, and it's happening here. That's totally real. And so why is your position that it's bad to crack down on people who are tormenting immigrants? I'm totally confused.
I'm sorry that you're confused, Tucker. I'm happy to repeat myself if it's helpful. But I will tell you, no one is denying...
you didn't answer my question.
I'll answer you. No one is saying that there's not a public safety issue. There is a public safety issue, and I've worked in Brentwood, where the president went today, for years, and talk and work with immigrant families on a daily and weekly basis. But what we're saying is that if you really want to understand this public safety issue, just as if you want to understand it with other gangs, you have to understand decades of systematic neglect of these communities. You have to understand it in the context...
Where'd you go to college? Where'd you go to college?
I went to Amherst College.
Of course you did.
Where did you go,
because
Tucker?
You're approaching this, nowhere impressive.
Tucker?
I can promise you. I went to Trinity College in Hartford, Connecticut.
We played each other in sports. We went to very similar colleges.
Honestly, only someone who went to an overpriced college could reach a conclusion so theoretical that it's utterly divorced from reality. Look, you don't like Trump. I get it. That's fine. A lot of people don't. But immigrants in America are actually being terrorized by this group. So in this one moment, your interests intersect with those of the president. He wants to stop a group that's hurting people you claim to represent, but you won't acknowledge that.
Our interests absolutely are not aligned. What he wants to do is tear apart immigrant families. What we have seen is that he is absolutely focused on tearing mothers from their children. If you want, we can talk about very specific
Who's a bigger threat to immigrant families? Oh, hold on. Here's a really simple question. Who's a bigger threat to immigrant families? The president or MS-13?
The president. Without question.
Yeah, the president's not going around chopping people up.
Who is vilifying 12 million people.
That guy needs some mental help. And I mean a lot of mental help. He's just... La cuckoo, la cuckoo, la cucaracha. Tucker Carlson, I love this guy. He's found a niche. He doesn't take any bullshit, and he goes right at him. Let's see, what else do we have? Let me see. How long is this clip? All right, we're going to play this. This is actually... I forget her name. And it's talking about Hillary Clinton's new book, and where she, quote-unquote, explains what happened, but it seems all she wants to do is complaining about Russia and people that complain about her voice.
Are you going to go into 2020 with the Russia thing? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what the Democrats are what's going through your head, because you got these blue-collar people in Ohio and Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, whose lives are actually getting better under the Trump economy. They're getting better. We're bringing back manufacturing. You saw that with the Foxconn deal. We're peeling away some of these oppressive EPA regulations that have put another anchor on the back of small businesses. Now we have perhaps movement on Obamacare, if not as much as some of us want. And if lives are getting better, and you guys, and with Hillary, it's like, well, we lost because of Comey or the DNC or the New York Times or free media, when in fact there's just not a lot that the Democrats have to offer the middle class, blue-collar workers who had their jobs shipped overseas.
Yeah, look, the job creation numbers, as you well know, in the first 6 months of the Trump administration are worse than the last 6 months of the Obama administration, and worse by far over the last 7 years of the Obama administration. So,
wait a second.
Oh, my God.
We're subtracting out that first year, which was kind of a nightmare, not at his doing, of the collapsing of the economy in the first half of the year. Look, the fact of the matter is, we look at all the retail jobs that are lost relative to Foxconn. It's not even close. The job creation numbers right now are, frankly, pretty lame.
Okay, so Obama had like a flat economy for 8 years, never had GDP even approaching 3%. What Hillary comes out, she writes a book, which she basically points the finger at everyone else. She says, well, of course I take responsibility, but. I talk to Democrats. Believe it or not, I have a lot of Democrat friends. They are so wanting to turn the page from the Clintons. Right. Whether it's the Clinton Foundation or all the pay-to-play stuff, they just want it over. And this
it may not be over, people. It may not be over. And that's going to lead us into our next segment. It may not be over. Why? Why, you ask? Because, where to go? Republicans on the House Judiciary Committee asked Department of Justice this week to appoint a special counsel to investigate whether Democrat Hillary Clinton's campaign colluded with the Obama administration last year. The lawmakers sent a letter to Attorney General Jeff Sessions and Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. How the fuck did I get Jen out of General? In which they request that an outsider be appointed to investigate several issues, including why former Attorney General Loretta Lynch wanted the FBI to call its Clinton email investigation a matter, and what was discussed during a clandestine meeting between Lynch and former President Bill Clinton on an airport tarmac last summer. Quote, while we presume the FBI's investigation into Russian influence has been subsumed into Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation, we are not confident that other matters related to the 2016 election and aftermath are similarly under investigation by Special Counsel Mueller, the letter read. The unbalanced, uncertain, and seemingly unlimited focus of the special counsel's investigation has led many of our constituents to see a double standard of justice that benefits only the powerful and politically well-connected. For this reason, we call on you to appoint a second special counsel to investigate a plethora of matters connected to the 2016 election and its aftermath, including actions taken by previously public figures like Attorney General Loretta Lynch, FBI Director James Comey, and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. The letter cited Comey's congressional testimony in which said Lynch wanted the Bureau to play down its Clinton probe. Days after Lynch met with Bill Clinton, Comey announced the investigation was closed and he would not recommend charges be brought against Clinton for her use of a private email setup while she was Secretary of State. Judiciary Committee Chairman Representative Bob Goodlatte, Republican from Virginia, listed 14 items to which he is seeking answers from the DOJ. Representative Jim Jordan, Republican from Ohio, is a member of the committee and said in an interview Thursday he wanted a special counsel appointed. We hear all this talk about Russian influence in the election. How about the Obama's government influence in the election? Of course, Representative Adam Schiff, Democrat from California, said Friday the Judiciary Committee call for a special counsel is likely coming from the White House. This letter from Judiciary Committee is very concerning. It's an amplification of the president's tweets. And the demand and your mouth is coming directly from Hillary Clinton's ass, Adam. It's funny how they're all up when there's no facts, no evidence, just blind accusations. But when there is facts, evidence, Lincoln Democrat Party, oh, no, we don't want to do that. Because why? Because the Democrats are hypocrites. They are criminals. It's so ridiculous anymore with the Democrat Party. And I'm glad finally there's a request for a special counsel, and we might actually get it this time. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, and we will be right back.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. You didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying capital, stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show.
And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm trying to make sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover's here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to watch a broadcast, you can go to multiple places. You can go to shrmedia.com. You can go to Reaver.one and click on the SHR TV button. You can go to YouTube. Just search for SHR Media. And don't forget to subscribe once you're there. Or, another simple way, go to Facebook. That's right. Go to Facebook, and you can watch Facebook Live broadcast of the show on the Reaver of Common Sense page. While you're there, don't forget to hit like. Oh, and I'm also in a very giddy mood. My daughter, end of June, went up to her grandparents in Poconos. I have not seen my daughter in a month. Tomorrow morning, well, in approximately, 6 hours, my wife's going to have to leave to jump on a plane at 6:30 in the morning. She got to leave about 3 o'clock. Flight's at 6:30. To get up to the Poconos, Allentown to be exact, walk out, meet up with her father, get our daughter, turn around, get back through security, get on a plane, be landing by 12:30 in Tampa area, and be home hopefully by 1:30, 2 o'clock, and my daughter back home. I have missed her something fierce, and I can't wait to see my daughter so I can punch her in her arm and pick on her. So, during the break, I was out picking on my wife, telling her she had to get up. And I was being serious about that. She had to get up and walk the dog, because, that's what she does right before bed. But she had to get going to bed because I did not want to have to argue with her in the morning to wake her up. That was the joke part of it. So, she's getting ready to go to bed. And I cannot wait. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen my daughter, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I miss my daughter. She's my little booger butt. Now, what's funny is I talked to my mother-in-law yesterday on the phone, and she's like, by the way, good luck with your show tonight. Kind of in the back of my head going, because they're liberals. I know they don't exactly, and they don't understand the show. But and she's like, yeah, your daughter's very proud. I was like, oh, yeah, I know. Ends up that she was talking a lot about my show while she was up there, And my mother-in-law, she wasn't being mean about anything or negative. And I found it funny. My daughter she's very proud that I do this. In fact, on the commercials, which I have to get changed again, you have my wife and you have my daughter doing soundbite. And my daughter was yelling at me before she left because I knew I had to redo, and she was yelling at me to get it done, and I didn't get it done before she left. So, yeah, I'll get it done before she goes back to school, hopefully, because she's got to go back in another, week or two? She starts back in August. And she'll be going into 7th grade. Holy shit. God, I'm feeling old. Feeling old. All right, on Thursday's broadcast of NPR's Morning Edition, DNC Deputy Chair Representative Keith Ellison argued that President Trump uses Twitter in a manner that is comparable to the behavior of England's King George III. I want to cry. I really do. Ellison argued that Twitter should block Trump from Twitter, and that he can't think of anyone who's been more abusive than Donald Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump's going out there making death threats, being just a bastard troll, harassing. No, that is a lot of the liberals. He added that there should at least be a discussion about the president's Twitter use, and if Twitter evaluates Trump's accounts and concludes that he hasn't violated any of the Twitter terms of use, I'd be satisfied with that. Hey, jackass, they already did. People have already made complaints against him, and they've already said he has not violated the terms of service. Ellison later argued that he generally sees Twitter as a good thing to foster communication from your government, but I think it can be used in a very bad way. Yeah, because Donald Trump, President Trump, is skipping the lamestream media and talking directly to the people of America and the world without lamestream media putting their spin on it. So, yes, he doesn't like that. But I think it could be used in a very bad way, because what he's doing through his Twitter account and other ways is circumventing the whole system to intimidate people, to pack courts, to intimidate the press, also that he can just sort of run everything himself. I don't understand that comment. That is just a lame comment to try to fear people into backing him, because he's not circumventing anything. He's not circumventing the courts. He's not packing the courts. He's not. How is he packing the courts through Twitter? He's not intimidating the press. He's calling out what the press is doing. He can't run things by himself and by using Twitter. How does that even process come about? I love it. And we fought a war of independence against somebody, King George, who was trying to do that. They're really desperate. They're desperate. It's amazing. And how do you even justify making an asinine comment like this? So this is really why I'm actually kind of concerned about his use of social media. Not the fact that he uses it. That's actually a good thing. But the way that he uses it, I think, is damaging to representative democracy. I want to go bang my head against a wall. I really do. Because why I want to do that is to kill off some brain cells. And if I kill off enough brain cells, maybe one of these moronic comments that a Democrat makes like this, I would understand at that point. But I would have to kill off so many brain cells, I would be a blubbering idiot afterwards. Well, I'd be a Democrat afterwards. I'm at a loss. And they're trying so many different angles and different comparisons and comments. Have you noticed that? It's been Hitler, it's been Mussolini, and they just keep going and going. I guess they're just, it's the pasta effect of throw everything against the wall and see what sticks, and that's the one, when it finally sticks, that's the one they'll stick with. I guess it's like their logo. Or, excuse me, slogan. I'm just... Oh, man. The stupidity never ceases to stop. It just keeps going. I don't know. It's, I would understand if there was just a little bit of a difference on the way they want him to implement infrastructure deal, or if they were arguing on how to properly maintain the military. But the shit that they're doing nowadays is just asinine upon asinine upon asinine. And it's never, ever, ever ending. I don't know. I dream of a day that the two parties actually try to do their jobs. Because right now the Republicans are not innocent in this shit. They went and campaigned to get elected. Elect us, and we'll repeal Obamacare. Put us in power, we will repeal. 2015, they get the bill through, and it gets vetoed by President Obama. Elect us a Republican president, and we will repeal Obamacare. We go and give them that, and we still got Obamacare. Don't we? I mean, I don't even know what to say on this. What we need to do is primary a few of these dumbasses right the hell out of here. And I've been saying that for a while now. I want to see. The problem is, one of them that voted no, Morawski, she's possibly going to step down as senator because she's going to run for governor. The other one is safely in office, not up for re-election till 2024. Man, it's just shit. Shit. What do we have to do to just get a little bit of a break here? What do we have to do? What would you do for a Klondike bar? I mean, I don't know. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, and we will be right back.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show.
And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover is here. We have expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to watch a broadcast, it's pretty easy. Well, you can go a couple places. You can go to shrmedia.com, or you can go to reaver.one and click on the SHR TV button. You can go to YouTube, search SHR Media, or you can go to Facebook and go to Reaver of Common Sense and watch that way. I mean, it's just, I'm all over the place. Oh, come on. I'm out of focus. There we go. I was out of focus. I was all blurry. Let's see. Where are we at? Sorry, I'm looking around and checking a couple things out. So Kid Rock has launched a voter registration drive at his own concert ahead of a possible Senate run. It's been pretty much confirmed that he's doing a Senate run. Now, I what the hell? Kid Rock announced plans Wednesday to launch a voter registration initiative ahead of what might be the start of his bid for U.S. Senate run. The Michigan rocker offered details about his political future and explained his new Get Out the Vote initiative in a lengthy blog post published on his website late Wednesday. When my name was thrown out there for Senate, I was beyond overwhelmed with response. So confused. Hang on. I forgot to hit that one. Yay. Don't you hate when you do something like that? He said that when my name was thrown out there for U.S. Senate, I was beyond overwhelmed with the response I received from community leaders, D.C. pundits, and blue-collar folks that are just simply tired of the extreme left and right bullshit. As part of the excitement surrounding this possible campaign, I decided to take a hard look to see if there was real support for me as a candidate and my message, or if it was just because it was a fresh, new news story. Kid Rock's real name is Robert James Ritchie, wrote on his website. Hold on. Trying to figure something out. Damn it. The one thing I've seen over and over is that although people are unhappy with the government, too few are even registered to vote or do anything about it. We have over a year left until an actual election, so my first order of business is to get people engaged and registered vote while continuing to put out my ideas on ways to help working class people in Michigan, in America, all while still calling out these jackass lawyers who call themselves politicians, the 46-year-old singer explained. I love it. I know it's not politically correct to do stuff like that, but you know what? I'm sick of that politically correct bullshit. I've been sick of it for a while. It is exactly how Trump got elected. Just because this guy was a rocker, he fit into a certain thing and was able to make a lot of money. So what? Who cares? And I got to agree with him because I've been tired of it, and I've been calling it out too. I'm tired of these lawyers. I'm tired of it. There's a place for lawyers, yes. But what I'm getting tired of is the constant, this battering of lawyers in there that make it more complicated, engage in this language that it makes everything worse than it already is. Our government was supposed to be about the common man representing in the chamber of our government, not the highly educated, highfalutin. Because why did we do all this? Because we were tired of the elite ruling over us. So what do we put in office? elite to rule over us. That's exactly what is going on. I don't know about you, but I have about had it. And I'm glad to see we're getting some fresh blood around there. I got to find out when it is. Hillsborough County Republican Party is having a meeting in August, and they have Dr. Ben Carson coming to speak. Now, that night, I probably won't be on air because I think I'm going to go down and meet Dr. Ben Carson, see how that meeting goes. But we'll see how it goes. We'll play it by ear. That's what I always do. Oh, let's see. Where are we at? Sorry, I am kind of lost here. All right. But Kid Rock hinted at a potential Senate run earlier this month, launching the KidRockForSenate.com campaign website. The site was devoid of any policy platform, but did link to an online merchandise store where fans could buy gear, yard signs, and stickers. Profits from the merchandise sale, Rock says, will go towards his register to vote effort. Now, what better way? Hey, what's up? What is today? Today's Friday. No, Thursday. Oh, yeah, Thursday. I keep forgetting. Top of the hour will be BZ's Berserk Bobcat Saloon. Sorry about that. I almost forgot about that. Dang. Total brain fart. My brain just went totally blank on everything. One good thing that I like seeing Kid Rock is he has access to a huge amount of people. We can start getting the message out. The true message of what conservatism is about. Not the media or Democrat version, the actual version of what is going on. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of the lies that are put out. Having someone of this caliber, I know he's 45, but he still appeals to a lot of young. And that can open up doors to a new breed of conservatism. Secondly, the more people know, the more people vote, the better it is. It is part of being an American is getting out there and voting. And, right now, it's also funny. Last week, a poll said that Trump-supporting signers would beat incumbent Michigan Democrat Senator Debbie Stabenow in a head-to-head. 44% of the poll's respondents declined to pick a candidate, but of those who did specify support for a candidate, Kid Rock led 54 to 46%. One thing is for sure, though, Kid Rock wrote on Wednesday, the Democrats are shitting in their pantaloons right now, and rightfully so. The one thing he's going to have to get the people over on is the way he talks. It's kind of like Trump. And it's not politically correct a way some of us talk. I try not to, but yes, I speak my mind. I say what I think, and I think what I say. But there's still a lot of conservatives that just, they can't get over that aspect. So that's one thing that they're going to have to get over. We can't when you have candidates like a Kid Rock. So, jumping gears, and another bit of good news. A Thursday report of 3 officials claiming that FBI General Counsel James A. Baker is the top suspect in an investigation into leaks of classified document of justice information to media. Now, here's what's funny. This is an investigation into leaking information by anonymous sources, and it's being reported by an anonymous source. The report claims the investigation is criminal in nature. It is unclear exactly what information Baker is suspected of leaking and to which news outlet he did so. Baker is reportedly a close ally of ousted FBI Director James Comey, who, in 2014, appointed him to his current post as the top attorney representing the Bureau. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I was not and am not surprised that Comey did some leaking. I am not surprised that the other leaker may be a close ally of Comey. Saying that Comey is a Republican is so far off, it's almost hysterical. Because he seems more in line with Democrats than anybody. I think we're going to see a lot of these leaks dry up real quick. When you start seeing top officials get in trouble, you'll see these leaks dry up fast. Faster than a river in global warming conspiracy theories. But with this, where is it? According to a June report in Vox, Baker was one of the 3 officials to whom Comey turned for advice soon after his infamous private audience with President Donald Trump, in which he later claimed through a memo leak to Columbia law professor Daniel Richman that the president asked him to let it go with regards to former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. And here's what I still don't get. And we got a bunch of lawyers that keep pushing this aspect. The memos are hearsay. The memos are a joke. Even if he produces them. Prove to me that that conversation actually happened. It is hearsay. It's not a recording. It is, I wrote something down of what you said to me. That doesn't prove it was actually said. And I can't believe all these idiots that jumped all over it. They jumped all over it. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this. It don't mean shit. I can come up with, I can go write a memo. Yeah, and as soon as, to your point, as soon as one or two of these start to get pressure, you're going to see them also fold like a cheap suit, and they're going to start squealing on who's who and what's what. They're not going to go down for other people. I really don't think they will be. You're going to see some people start running their mouths real quick. But with that, you're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, and we will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
You have been listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying Catherine is stupid, bro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show.
And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm trying to make sense out of the senseless. If you want to watch a live broadcast, it's easy. I mean, if you just want to listen, you can go to hppundit.com or you can go to shrmedia.com. If you want to watch a live broadcast, you can go to hppundit.com. You can go to shrmedia.com. You can go to youtube.com and search for SHR Media. You can go to reaver.one. Click on the SHR TV button. You can go to Facebook. It's so many ways. It's simple. Even a liberal can do this. Even a liberal can do it. Oh, let's see. Where are we? So we have possibly found a leak in the FBI. As I was talking about, we have seen an astonishing increase in the number of leaks of classified national security information in recent months. We agree with the White House Communication Director, Anthony Scaramucci, that these staggering number of leaks are undermining the ability of our government to function and to protect this country. Like the Attorney General has said, whenever a case can be made, we will seek to put some people in jail, and we will aggressively pursue leak cases wherever they may lead. That was a spokesman for the DOJ. Now, if you remember, who was it? I mean, there was leaks at the beginning of Obama's administration. And he hit them hard, those leaks. He hit them hard. But you know what? Nothing was done. I should say the leaks stopped from there right afterwards. You hit them hard, they're going to stop. They're going to stop and dry up real quick. So it's... Mr. Baker, just so everybody knows, is not related to the Reagan-era Secretary of State James A. Baker III or his son, Attorney James A. Baker IV, other than a brief stint in private practice. Baker has spent the lion's share of his legal career at the Department of Justice, having been hired through the prestigious DOJ Honor Program in 1990. He has extensive links to the intel community, have worked for 11 years at the now-defunct DOJ Office of Intelligence, Policy, and Review. He also served as an Associate Deputy Attorney General from 2009 to 2011 under Barack Hussein Obama, dealing with national security and intel matters. That right there explains it all. That explains it. He has ties to Obama, and we know how that is going. Now, some more news. I don't know if you want to call it good news. American Majority founder and chief executive officer Ted Ryan followed the latest twists and turns in the story of Fusion GPS. Ryan said Thursday was a day of massive developments in the case, which is moving in the direction very different from what Democrats obsessed with alleged collusion between Trump and the Trump 2016 campaign expected. He spotlighted Hermitage Capital CEO Bill Browder, who has been very involved with the Magnitsky Act sanctions. Fusion GPS was used against him and was used to lobby against the act, said Ryan. The reason that Senate judiciaries wanted him to come in front of them and testify was to talk about some of the Fusion's GPS behavior. Well, surprise, surprise. it is looking more and more that Democrats had more connections to Russia and foreign interference than Trump ever did. What they're saying with Fusion GPS is that they took money from a senior Russian official. They have worked extensively with Ukrainian government. And the list keeps going on and on and on. Hillary Clinton, I played the video the other day. Hillary Clinton came out and said that she was contacted by multiple world leaders asking how they could help take down Trump. There are some pretty staggering stuff that came out yesterday. One was Lindsey Graham asked him under oath, do you think that there were Russians involved in funding Fusion's work? His response under oath was, in the spring and summer of 2016, they were receiving money indirectly from senior Russian government officials. Let's not forget to point out that Fusion GPS, a Democrat-aligned group, has now admitted to receiving money from the Russians. Let me see if I can... just popped up. Talking to myself real quick in my own head. Why isn't that opening up? There we go. I'm still all giddy. My daughter comes home tomorrow. My daughter comes home tomorrow. Sorry about this. Trying to type as fast as I can without making as many mistakes as I thought. Looks like I'm not going to find a... And this is the one I brought up was just this week. But... Politico from March 13th, 2016. Hillary Clinton says foreign leaders are privately reaching out to her to ask if they can endorse her to stop Donald Trump from becoming president of the United States. Quote, I am already receiving messages from leaders. She has leaders contacting her. Is this it? Might be. All right, let's see. Oops. Yeah, this is it. We're going to play this. This is Hillary Clinton. Not anybody else. This is Hillary Clinton.
I am already receiving messages from leaders. I'm having foreign leaders ask if they can endorse me to stop Donald Trump.
Now we got Fusion GPS. If you don't know who Fusion GPS is, they are the ones that came up with that fake dossier on Trump. They're the ones that were part of that and then also hired a foreign spy. Oh, the thing that I want people to understand is Fusion GPS calls itself an Oppo research firm. They are a disinformation firm. Much of what they do is not based in reality or fact. They hire guns to destroy the opponent of those that are paying Fusion money. The second thing that I thought was staggering was when Chuck Grassley asked him, do you think that reporters were being paid to push Fusion's dossier and other lines of attack against them regarding the Magnitsky Act? And he responded and said, I am convinced that there are, in fact, there is one journalist that I am almost 100% convinced was receiving money because he was acting so far outside the bounds of journalistic ethics. It's not only about these guys' work with the fake Steele dossier and not filing as foreign agents while working on behalf of the Russian state, and again, being the genesis for the whole Trump-Russia collusion fairy tale. The whole fairy tale is based on this fake dossier, which was financed by the Democrat Party with backing of Russia to try to blame Trump with Russia. There was a liberal who also just recently did a video and pointed out that in 2015, they took polls on Hillary Clinton and found out that where she was the weakest was on Russia and the Uranium One deal, and that she would lose something like 75% of her votes if that information came out. So her and John Podesta came up with the idea, it's the basic thing that Democrats do. Okay, her weak point is Russia, so they're going to try to somehow tie Trump, the opponent, with Russia. So if now he brings up about Uranium One, he's just being, oh, look at that, he's just trying to push it off on us. This all started in 2015, and with her losing an election, they had already started the groundwork. So now they're just continuing it. And if we can prove, the conservatives can prove that this was all manufactured by the DNC, paid for by the DNC, there should be some criminal actions that go back onto the senators, Congress personnel, the DNC itself. There should be some repercussions that come back on this. Because this isn't just trying to win an election. This is underhanded. This is hurting our country. I'm still embarrassed that we have gone to this length over an election. Dumbfounded. Flabbergasted. The fact that these guys have gone in and found a weak spot in the media and manipulated it, either through pushing fake stories to the 20 and 30-somethings who are overwhelmed, needing information, feeding them fake stuff, or in fact have been proportionately paying journalists to push their stories, and then people are reading this going, well, this must be fact. It is in the newspaper. You know what? Manufactured news, fake news is real. I think that was one of the very interesting parts of the testimony yesterday, said Ryan. It's just... And another one that makes me laugh is the Democrats tried this whole fake news shit, and they tried to lambaste it as the conservative and the Trump supporters push fake news. That's why Hillary Clinton lost. And that backfired on them. Why? Because there was reports that I was reporting on before they even talked about that 83% of these sites that were pushing actual fake news, claiming to be conservative sites, were all linked back to one liberal. Sorry, it's been close to a year since I talked about this, so I don't remember the guy's damn name. But it's all linked back to one liberal. And what he was doing is he owns a liberal site. So he was buying up all these conservative names, posting them up there and having them post all this fake news. Then his site, this liberal site, would counter it and prove that it was wrong, justifying why his site was better than everybody else's.
And that's where they got that fake news idea from, was a liberal who posing as conservative sites. And then everybody kind of realized what was going on and pushed that it's the friggin' liberal media that's pushing the fake news, and it's backfired on the liberals again. And I think this whole Russia thing is going to backfire on them, and backfire hard. Listen, don't forget, at the top of the hour, in about 20 minutes, under 20 minutes, you will have BZ in the Berserk Bobcat Saloon. Right now, I'm pretty sure he's dressing the place up, cleaning it up, getting the shelves all stocked up. So get to the door, get ready to get in, grab a good seat. But right now, you're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio. We will be right back.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on SHRmedia.com and HighPlainsDailyNews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying Catholic, stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on SHRmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
If you miss a show, don't worry. You can catch the replays two ways, rebootingliberty.com or the reaverofcommonsense.com. While you're there on Reaver of Common Sense, don't forget, drop in your email and keep up to date with everything going on, or click the like button on the Facebook widget. Now on to the Reaver of Common Sense. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show.
And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe. Oh. I can't believe it's almost over with. Almost done. Dang. Today's just flown by. And I'm also excited because my daughter comes home tomorrow. I know I keep yammering about it. Sorry, but, I miss my daughter. And nothing means more to me. Well, my wife is up there, but my daughter means more to me. Don't forget, coming up top of the hour in about 14 minutes, you have BZ's Berserk Bobcat Saloon. The speech is free, but the drinks are triple price. He always jacks the price up on them. I tell you. I don't know. What are we going to do? So, the big news that came out today, and now it's coming out. Well, first of all, Reince Priebus. Now all of a sudden I can't speak again. Reince has resigned. Now they're saying he actually resigned yesterday. What's funny is someone said that he actually resigned yesterday, but we didn't hear about it. That's because he has been the leaker. There's a lot of questions that he has been leaking a lot of information out of there. He was an established, one of the establishment. What we have is General John Kelly, also Secretary of Department of Homeland Security, John Kelly, same one, has now been appointed to Chief of Staff for Trump. Now, I told you at the beginning of the show that I had my theory on all this. And this is what I think. The RNC was not going to back Trump at one point. They had been fighting Trump tooth and nail during the campaign. When it came, realized that he was going to be the nominee, and to make sure there was no shenanigans pulled at the convention, Trump agreed to bring on, Reince Priebus, Sean Spicer, and some of the other establishment. I'm pretty sure he didn't say all the establishment come in, but, they were agreed to that they can come in. And the only reason why Trump did that was to bring them on board to back him. Now that 6 months gone by and things aren't going good and the same shit's going on and the establishment is working against Trump behind the scenes to try to make his... They don't want Trump to be successful because if he's successful, it goes to show that you don't need career politicians running the country, that a lot of people can step in and do the jobs that these career politician lawyers have been doing for a while now, that they've said that it's only they can do. This would prove that wrong. They don't want that. They don't want everyday Joe Schmo like me or you running for office and winning. So, they want Trump to fail. I don't think he's going to fail, and he's going to keep succeeding in the way he's going. But what he's doing now is he's starting to get rid of Sean Spicer. Reince Priebus is gone now, and he's going to start phasing out all these establishment people that he had to bring on board. He brought them on board. He's a man of his word, and he brought them on board. They're not doing what he wants, so he's going to start replacing them with the people that he actually wants in his cabinet. And you might see a big turnover. And I agree with Red Nation Rising. I don't care if Trump fires his whole team. I'm on the Trump train, and I ain't getting off till January 20th, 2025. Things are doing better in this country than the media realizes or leads on. The everyday person is seeing how things are better. Trying to figure something out. I don't know how to end. I just realized something. I don't know how to end. Ooh, did I just do that? I think I just did. Oopsie. I may have just ended the Facebook Live broadcast by accident. And if I did, oopsie. First time doing it through this program. So, but I just think that Trump is now phasing out these established sellouts and bringing in... Yeah, I accidentally ended it too soon. It's a good thing. I think once he gets more of his people in there and he can start trusting people, I think he's watching his back so bad right now. Because it seems like no matter what, it's leaked out and it was an issue. He said something about the towels were a little rough. And it leaked out that he made that comment. That's how bad these people want him to fail. But I think once we start getting the people that he actually wants around him, things will be going better. Getting people like Kelly as chief of staff will be doing great. All right, I want to try to squeeze this article into. I told you I'd talk about it, and that's my take. Real quick, that's my take. This is Trump's plan. He's playing a long game where everybody else is playing with themselves. So NASA confirms that falling sea levels for 2 years amidst media blackout. Global warming's been talking about how we're going to be drowning and the sea levels are rising. But most media outlets could not be bothered to report something that dramatically deflates their narrative. So it goes without saying that when NASA confirmed that ocean levels have actually been falling for the past few years, the media would be more than silent. As the global warming narrative quickly unravels and leftists scramble to throw accusation at those who dare question the false data, the media brushes facts under the rugs. Amidst revelation from scientific fraud, data altercation, and fake hockey stick data models, the fake news media remains suspiciously silent over the fact that NASA now confirms ocean levels have been falling for nearly 2 years. What's even, they've confirmed that the ocean temperatures are not rising. And I had gotten into that with my father-in-law. And it was funny because he turned around. He's like, what fake news conservative site did you get that from? And I was like, oh, NASA. He's like, no, you didn't. Yeah, I did. And was able to bring it up. NASA, they got caught a couple of times fudging the data. But that hasn't stopped them from trying to push global warming. I'm glad that they're going back to their space, to being a space administration, and knock off this pushing of a fake theory. Damn. Phillies are trading everybody away. Well, NRA's going after Hillary Clinton with the What Happened book. It's a joke. Oh. I'm pretty sure also we'll start hearing liberals, by the way, start sticking up for Reince Priebus. Just like they've done all the others. For a long time, liberal media was attacking Sessions. Now they're sticking up for Sessions. No matter which way Trump goes, the media is going to go the opposite, which is funny. Oh. That would be funny to watch, see them trying to stick up for Reince Priebus. That would be amazing. Oh, just looking over some last minute, see if there's any news coming up. Ouch. Diamondbacks pitcher Robbie Ray takes a 108-mile-per-hour line drive to the head. That's gotta hurt. I know I got off the global warming NASA thing. This data clearly contradicts the false narrative and rapid, never-ending rising ocean levels that flood continents and drown cities. The narrative is a climate alarmist key element of the climate change fear-mongering fiction that used to scare gullible youth into making Al Gore rich. Remember Al Gore said, I think it was by July 2015, I think, or 2016, that all these cities would be underwater. New York City was supposed to be underwater. Never happened. And that's part of this narrative. Now it's the water's not even rising. It's lowering it. Why would it possibly be lowering? Continents are drifting apart. The earth is ever changing. That's the other thing. We have new structures popping up, levels changing. That's why there's commercials. Oh, we're bringing back streams that have been gone for decades. Well, maybe it's gone for a reason. You know, things don't stay the same. Things change in nature, people. Weather changes. It's common sense here. Common sense. Which goes to the show, Reaver of Common Sense, Death of Common Sense. I don't know. Just people get dumber and dumber by the day. Friday on Fox News Channel, Fox and Friends, Representative Trey Gowdy, a Republican from South Carolina, said mainstream media's decision to give Justin Bieber's tour cancellation more coverage than former Obama Attorney General Loretta Lynch telling former FBI Director James Comey to call the FBI investigation into Hillary Clinton's handling of classified information on a private email server a matter is the reason why Democrats get away with criminal activity. Quote, there's been more coverage of Justin Bieber canceling his tour than there has been Loretta Lynch talking to James Comey about whether it's an investigation or matter. It breaks my heart, what's left of it as prosecutor, to see the justice system politicized, criminalized, or held up and subject to election cycles. I have a lot higher expectation for our Justice Department, Gowdy stated. All right, let's get everything wrapped up, tucked in and ready for bed. It is Friday night. Tonight's Thursday. No, shit. Damn it. I got totally lost on what day it was. Holy shit. Today's Friday, not Thursday. Holy shit. I'm confused on what day it is. All right, I'm getting old. I can't believe I made that big boo-boo. Sorry about that. It's Friday. Holy shit. BZ Berserk Bobcat Saloon won't be on next. That's only Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know why you got thinking it's Thursday, especially since Saturday my daughter comes home. It's Friday. Everybody have a great weekend. I'm going to go see what the hell. I'm talking about liberal shit. Lost my mind. Sorry about that. Hey, I'll see you guys Monday. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense with its host, Jersey Joe. You can tune in every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on hppundit.com and shrmedia.com.